Hello. I'm sorry guys, but hello guys, welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're gonna review the CW Arrowverse crossover, which is Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is so far the biggest crossover of DC and the CW. This crossover is my favorite so far from the Arrowverse, even though this doesn't deserve the hate from people, and though it has its problems, so let's get into this video. So the episode starts really great with an awesome monologue from the Monitor explaining the multiverse with awesome cameos like Titans with appearance of X, Alexander Knox, and Dick Grayson from Buckworld. Excuse me. This is quite nice and seeing our heroes and what they are doing since Crisis has started. From all the last episodes except Batwoman and Legends. But anyways, so that the action is really awesome with the battle against Batwoman and the Wonderland Robbers were really awesome, but the battle for Earth 38, as I would call it, was awesome. It gave me that I'm actually watching the movie with the director of how he moves the camera and the angles feels just like a movie, but with the heroes all Arrowverse the Justice are like the Cardinal instead of the Justice League, since Warner Brothers have specific restraints of what the CW use sadly. But it's so awesome to see on screen that we have a Justice League on TV. The story was really great, but really weird with Barry not being one of the main focus, but instead with Oliver taking on spotlight with him passing the Green Arrow Manchester the media would see is a bad character, even though I don't like her. But the scene was pretty good and Oliver's sacrifice was really emotional and well done. With Software, but seeing your hero die out like a badass. Those 2 months of that Ghost dying Alex and Lena stuff is so pointless. I could have not have it from at least 5 minutes of Lena roasting Kara, Alex, John, and the EEO. Leave it on your own soul, Supergirl. Oh wait a minute, it's Supergirl. Well, the Sarah, Brainy, and Louis storyline was pointless, but not bad, but still pointless. There was a bit of Sarah saying goodbye to Oliver since of his death in the episode, but instead of that, it was good. So I have massive problems with this episode, and the writing shows it too much. And the writers, which I feel that it was made from the Supergirl and Batwoman writers. Ended up with Batman playing evil and ended up with Kate Sus. This cracking was like killing him with electricity in a big metaphors to us fans. And yeah, bad CGI too with the Superman fight and the useless Barry, Sarah, Mia, and Constantine storyline. This was good but useless in the next episode. At least we saw some 420 stuff. I like the Superman storyline and bringing the best Superman Batman out did such an awesome job. A Smallville cameo with Tom Welling was a really great way to end his character with a nice touch, even though it's a little bit controversial with fans who's been watching the show for a very long time. But in my opinion, it was a nice scene, and I like how they gave Tom Welling his wish. And last but not least, the cliffhanger of the episode was awesome, and seeing the first appearance of Rebuff Thanos, and I know Crisis came before Thanos in Infinity War. Yeah, even though I'm a Marvel fan, I don't know why I'm causing this controversy. But yeah, basically that's what I liked from the second part. I still enjoyed it, but it's obviously the weakest episode of this 5-part crossover, but it's still good. This part was awesome and have no really big problems to me. The Nine Flash dying was emotional and well put out and quite makes sense. But the Lucifer cameos has made my day since I love Lucifer. But I didn't watch Lucifer that time when it came out, but I started to watch it when I had finals as a freshman. But I finished it in 3 weeks. But this also was really expected the first time I watched it. The story was pretty great with the Ryan Choi story, the Constantine storyline, OG Team Flash storyline was all great with no problems, but the ending was crazy and unexpected, but put down well with the multiverse gone and Alt 1. But last and not least, and Lex Luthor killed Kingdom Come Shrine, which was funny and awesome, cliffhanger and unexpected, and giving us a fan theory of Oliver being Spectre King 2 in a cameo with the OG Spectre Jim Corrin, which always a nice treat since I've got this storyline. The Kate and Kara storyline was really great, giving me Batman vs Superman vibes, but instead Batwoman vs Supergirl vibes. This can possibly happen in the Arrowverse future possibles if they plan to. After a 1-month break, no Arrowverse news of the shows and week by week of Crisis related teasers. The Arrowverse had officially returned with an awesome episode to start the 2-part finale of Crisis on Infinite Earths. The episode starts off with a monitor and rip-off Thanos. This opening was great and followed up with an awesome narration from Ryan Choi of what happened for the last 2 months or 1 month with all the multiverse destroyed. But the journey to the Speed Force was so awesome and so cool, but the most shocked cameo yet is when Ezra Miller's Flash was in the Speed Force. I was just on Discord seeing everyone's reaction and I'm thinking they are lying, but when I watched the YouTube clip it was awesome. But the Speed Force scenes were going to the memories were all emotional and great. The one that stuck with me the most is when we went back to Ezra's with Barry and Oliver talking to Ezra, with Barry not understanding Oliver's choice, but instead of Oliver being sad and depressed with leaving his family, he said this to Barry: "Now is the easy part, and the dead's in the peace, and the real heroes, they are the ones who have to keep going." Which shows that Oliver has changed from 13 years of not being selfish anymore to being a selfless hero who is insecure but would do anything for the people, family and friends, which that led him to sacrifice himself for the whole multiverse. This quote makes me to always want me to move on and do my best no matter what, face my fears. The Speed Force scenes with everyone else was awesome too, with the Master and Hunter coming back to ways and connecting the dots with Oliver and Kara, and Kate learning something from Oliver's past to not always be suspicious all the time. The Charlie, Kara and Lex storyline is pretty awesome too. The main thing that makes it awesome is the rivalry between Kara and Lex, which you feel the hate between them, and Choi also agrees the presence. And we got a pretty great talk between the past Mantle and Choi, no wonder why it got him the background of humanity. But the battle at the dawn of time was amazing, and awesome CGI and jokes hitting in the battle, but Ryan was going all gangster on the Shadow Demons by Eisenhower. There was talk of Oliver and the Ant-Man, it was such great, but the battle was beautiful and awesome, giving epic last stand and Avatar not that Avatar, but the last element of Avatar Lives, which was cool and mainly satisfying. And the death of Oliver was nice and emotional. Barry and Sarah said having no goodbyes to Oliver. And Oliver dying in peace in a new universe has been born. The episode starts with Carl waking up and basically heard out that Rex is not a good dog. I'm really sorry if you don't remember something. But basically, this is like the prologue to Crisis, but it's still the this is my favorite part. Then we saw a cameo from Renowitz, or Bits, appears on the screen, and we got a Wolfman cameo. The final Crisis, by the way. We now see the effects of the Dawn Time battle, funny moments and emotional moments, realizing Oliver and came back. But one of my favorite cameos is Beaver, all hail Beaver. But jokes aside, it was fun. Then we got a Sarah and Barry moment, which was nice. The Barry of Pine was awesome and got a nice conclusion to Oliver's story with a memorial and a promo of the Justice League finally coming together with a reference of Great the Wonder Twins monkey. Overall, this is my favorite crossover and one of the best in my opinion. And this crossover gets a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, without its problems. But not everything is perfect, and if it still has a problem with not major problems, it will probably be a 9.6 or 8 out of 10. But it's still my favorite, and it's 10 out of 10 in my opinion. But this is all I have for you guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.